Hi, in this video we will learn automate calculations in a worksheet using formula. The main aim of the MS Excel is automate the calculations and do the work very fast without any errors. To do the calculations very fastly in MS Excel, above 300 functions are available. By using these functions, we will do the calculations very fastly and effectively. Before going to the functions, we will learn how to write the formulas. The formula is the expression A formula is an expression to evaluate a value. To write a formula in MS Excel, we begin with equal symbol. The equal sign is indicated it is a formula. Otherwise, whatever the data is entered as a data only in Excel worksheet in a cell. Before writing the formulas, you must learn what is a cell reference. The cell reference is the address of a particular cell in a spreadsheet is called the cell reference. The columns in the Excel is denoted by the column names that are the alphabets A, B, C like that. The row numbers are denoted with the row numbers. To identify a unique cell in MS Excel, the intersection of column and row is called a cell. The column name followed by row number is called a address of a cell. This is called the cell address. Coming to the cell reference, there are two types of references we are going to use in MS Excel. One is the relative reference. Second one is the absolute reference. Now we will open the MS Excel file and we will see the relative reference and the absolute cell reference. In this Excel file, the sheet 5 contains the student subject name and marks table. I want to write the marks, total marks formula. Here I wrote the formula as is equal to, the formula is begin with equal sign. It indicates the equal signs indicates it is a formula. Is equal to C2, the cell address of the English subject marks in C2 cell, and plus C3, the cell contains the math subject marks plus operator. C5, C4, the C4 cell contains science subject marks plus C5, the C5 cell contains social subject mark. Here the formula is written in C6 cell. Presently the active cell is the C6. It is showing in the name box or address box. In the formula bar, it is showing the formula. In C6 cell, I wrote the formula is equal to C2 plus C3 plus C4 plus C5. Here I am using the cell address as C2. This is the C2. It is one reference, cell reference, cell address. We call it as a cell address. If you represent a cell address like this, then it is called the relative reference. Relative reference. If I write the cell address by adding the symbol $C $2, it is called the absolute reference. It is C2. If I write the address C2 only, then it is the relative reference. I am writing here. Relative reference and absolute reference. The difference between the relative reference and the absolute reference is, if you copy a formula, if I copy this formula, I wrote the formula for one student. If I copy this formula to right side, then automatically the formula, observe the formula. The formula is copied, but in C6 cell, the formula is equal C2 plus C3 plus C4 plus C5. If you observe the formula in D6 cell, the formula is D2 plus D3 plus D4 plus D5. The formula is copied now. If I enters the marks of another student, okay, the marks of the second student is, if I enters, I copied the formula to the second student also. Now it is, if you use the cell reference as a relative reference, whenever you copy the formula to another cell, automatically the based on the relative address of that cell, that will be updated. If you copy the formula as horizontally, then column name is changed. If I copy the formula vertically, then observe the formulas. The formula is only changing the row numbers, updating, increasing the row numbers. This is the, by using the relative address, relative reference, we can copy the formulas. It automatically updates the column name or row number. If I use absolute address, absolute reference, then it doesn't change. Sometimes we need to copy only, we need to write the formula using the some constant. For example, if you are getting a 30% discount, then the 30% discount is constant for the day. For at that time we enter the discount in one cell, discount 30%, and the price of the product. Today discount is 30%, the price of the product. Then if you entered the price of 50 rupees, then what is the discount? 50 rupees the 30% today discount is 30 percentage, then we will write the formula is equals the price into the discount cell is in the G9. Instead of writing the G9, okay, we will see how the effect is there. Now I will write is equal to price of the product into the discount percentage 30 percentage, enter 135. The remaining amount, this is the discount the customer will get, and the amount he must pay total price minus item discount. Okay, if you observe, this is one salesman table, then here this is the price of a product. One product price is 450, discount is 135. Today discount is 30 percentage, then the customer will get that 135 rupees discount to be paid by the customer 315 rupees. If there is another product 516, price 850 and 970 rupees of another products, then if I copy the same formula, what happened? You see, you are not getting the correct result. At that time, if you observe this formula, we are getting some errors. The formula is correct. In this case, the formula is this E11 multiplied with G9. In this case, what happened? It is here in this above formula we used relative reference. Whenever you copies the formula, if in your formula there are relative references, then automatically the row number or column name is changed. Depends on the copied direction. If you copies the formula vertically, then row number changed. Observe here G9, here G10, here G11, here G12. If you copies the formula horizontally, then only the column names are changed. The next column name will be replaced. This is the relative reference. Here in this situation, we must use the absolute reference. If you copy this absolute reference formula, it doesn't change. Now we will change this as a absolute reference by adding the dollar symbol before in column name and before with preceded with the dollar symbol of column name and row number and enter. Now the formula is correct. It is showing 135 is the discount today. Now I copy this formula to all the cells. Now I got exactly, because for all the products today discount is only 30 percentage. Then I copied, if I observe the formula for the next product, E12 multiplied with $G9. For every product, the percentage of discount is same. Thus, 30 percentage discount. The 30 is saved in the entered in the cell G9. For in this situation, we use the absolute references. I copy here. This is we can also use relative reference and absolute reference at a time. That is called the hybrid mixed references. Depends upon your requirement, you can use the relative and absolute both at a time. A formula is the expression that evaluates the value. The expression consists cell references and of operators. In MS Excel, there are two types of operators are there, that are, one is the arithmetic operators, second one is the logical operators. The logical operators, these are the arithmetic operators. The arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percent, caret, exponential operator. These operators we are using in our daily life also. The same operators are used in the MS Excel. The second type of operators are comparison operators, or we can also call it as a logical operators. These logical operators are used to compare the values. Less than operator, less than or equal operator, greater than or equal to, not equals. Here, some of the examples here. To compare the two cells, whether the two cells values are equal or less than or greater than or not equal, we use these comparison operators. In MS Excel, there are above 300 functions are there. These functions are predefined formulas only. To write a formula, we will start with equal symbol and we will write the cell references and the operators as we required. Then it becomes a formula. We will get the values. Whenever you press enter after writing the formula, automatically the formula is evaluated, that expression is evaluated, and we will get the results in the particular cell. Coming to the functions, click on the formula bar, you will get many functions available in the MS Excel. We based on the work category is these formulas. Recently used formulas, financial formulas, logical formulas, text formulas, date and time functions, lookup and reference functions, math and trigonometric functions are available in the MS Excel. To use a formula, to use a function in MS Excel, select the cell where you want to write the function or insert the function. In the formula bar beside you will find insert function button. Click on this insert function, then count. It displays the insert function dialog box. In this, available functions are there. Here you can search for the function by mostly recently used, all, or as you can search by category wise: financial, data and time, math, trigonometry. By default, most recently used is displayed. I will selecting the count function. Click on OK. It will ask from where to where count. Value 1, C2 to D2. C2 is this cell, D2 is this cell. Okay. then press OK. Now here the count function is counted the cells C2 to D2 range, then it is giving the result as 2. In these two cells there are two values are there. In cell C2 value is there, D2 value is there. It is counting the values. If I delete some value from this, that automatically the formula evaluates that expression and gives the result 1. If I enter something in this, automatically it evaluates the formula what I wrote in the E2 cell, count from C2 cell to D2 cell in this range. How many values are there? 2 values. Whenever I am deleting, it is automatically updating the value. If I delete, automatically updating the values. This is called the automate calculation. If I want to calculate up to D5 cell, then I will write the formula, change the formula D5, press enter. Now observe how many values are there in these 8 cells. There are 8 cells are there, 8 entries are there. Then the result is showing as 8 entries. This is unnecessary. Okay. 8 entries are there, 8 this. If you want to stop the automatic calculation, then click on the formula bar and go to the calculation category. In this calculation category, click on calculation options. Then here automatic option is selected. Just click manual. Then the automate calculation is stopped now. If you want to change again, go to the calculation option and click on automatic. Then now see, if you delete any entry, the count is decreasing. Here if you delete any entry, the count is decreasing. If you add any entry in this particular cell range, automatically it is adding the values. Okay, thank you.